Hello, how are y'all today? I'm excited for this video. Excited to share with y'all. Um, let's get this out of the screen. Hold on one second. So yeah, I'm going to be using Google Site Editor just for the simplicity of it. But these principles for on-page SEO, and the way that you'd set your website up with interlinking, pages, content, all of that will apply with pretty much any website or directory builder that you're using. You will just have to learn your specific website builder, the way that it works for everything. But just basically, this video is going to be teaching the principles and what all you should have on your pages to be able to rank the best um, for the most amount of content and pages to have everything interlinked properly. So let's get started. So basically, let me hide my page. Y'all don't want to see my ugly butt this whole time. All right, so let's get started. When you have your home page, you will want, if it's for a local area, you want your city plus keyword. It doesn't have to be in the header, but it's always best. With ours, this is actually the name of our business a lot of times, not all the time. In this one, it's not really, but you'll want your keyword and your focus keywords used a lot, and you want tons of content added in here. If you have name, address, phone number for a business, you would add it right here. You always want good photos. You want to have um, photos with actual, if you have the ability, um, photos with the captions and the metadata with the keywords in there. You also want to add on your home page, you want to have a bunch of niche information and a bunch of city plus niche plus geographic um, terminology all mixed in. So if you have geo articles, niche and geo articles, you would add all those on your homepage. You probably want about 1,000 words. This right here needs more words. You would also want to put the brand name in here a lot. We would want to put any of the town areas names in here. Also have articles that are talking about general electronics as well, kind of mixed in. You don't want to all just be an advertising page. Kind of mix it all in on your homepage. Then you want to have a contact us page, and this needs to be filled out with whatever information for your name, address, phone number that you have. And then you also need to put a few paragraphs here that kind of show, you would basically want a few paragraphs here with just some general information about your business. You probably need about 300 words on this page just talking about your business overall, any descriptions that you have, um, any niche information. You can also put your geo and all that. And then you would also want to put you know, phone repair. You'd put keywords in. Then you'd also want to put on every page that you have, other than your home page, which if you have if you're building a page that's kind of like a doorway page, you'll want to link out to whatever you're trying to doorway, whatever you're trying to rank. So then this will pass all of its, when you go from your home page to your other site, to your client site, or if you have other websites or money pages as they call them sometimes, you would link your home page in the in the actual content itself, you would do something like this. You would get rid of this box. Why is this always here? So you basically insert link. You put your. Why did it do that? Bear with me while I deal with all this. You probably have to deal with the same type of things. You just have to kind of learn the system that you're working with. But you will link this to your home page. You could also do other links as well. So basically, once you get that, you should hit enter usually or save, depending on the system that you're using. So this right here, electronics repair needs in Oklahoma City, will link them to the home page. So you basically want to have one or two of these for every 300 or 400 words, but you want to do mixed anchor text. So you have this is basically electronics repair needs. This is a niche plus geo um, anchor text to your link page. Um, you can do naked URLs where you just have the URL of the home page. You want to basically have like a mixed ratio. Google wants kind of a, you want it to look natural. You don't want to overcram things. Like I said, probably one anchor text per 300 words. So if you was trying to get a bunch of anchor text in there, you probably need about 600 to 1,000, 2,000 words per page to be able to get several. If you wanted to do, 3 or 4, you probably need to have about 1,000 words on it. And we've been kind of running low on the wording. We need to add more words on most of our pages because we're doing 4 or 5 or 6 anchor text per page. And you also do some with brand name. You do some with just the city anchor text. You will do some with brand name, some with keywords, some with just generic. So contact us today is what they would call a generic anchor text. So you basically want to, have a mixed ratio of 4 or 5 or 6 different kinds of anchor text. Make it look natural, like somebody was actually building the website for their business. So like with this, electronics repair needs in Oklahoma City, they're going to go to the home page, which is kind of how you would want it to be set up. So go ahead and publish this real quick. So your contact us page, if I get this internet to stop acting stupid, give me 1 second. So you have your contact us page, you should have a services page, and you want to line out all your services. Then you also want to have separate service pages. All these service pages need to have 600 to 1,000 words each about the niche, about whatever service that is. And then you want to link those to your services page with the anchor text. Then you want to link your services page to your home page. And then your privacy policy, so your services page, I'll go there real quick. Services needs to have about 1,000 words on it. 1,000 to 2,000 words talking about the services that we offer. So you basically have all these lined out. So you could do, you could do each one as like a header. So you basically do each one of your services as kind of a header and then go into a paragraph on that for, 300-400 words per paragraph. And then you would also link those, you would mix your mixed anchor text, do mixed ratios to your homepage from there. And then your privacy policy page, it needs to be a paragraph on there talking about we respect your privacy. Basically just every time that you do a different website, though, the wording needs to be different. So you can use the AI stuff, the AI writing stuff on all of this, but you just got to make sure that the writing is um, unique and that there's no plagiarism. So if you're doing multiple websites, you wouldn't want to use the same wording even for those. You need to have separate words. You need to make it look totally different. So Google will rank the entities separately. If they ping it that you're basically just copying and pasting the same information, it could it could cannibalize one of the sites or one of the pages. It could penalize it as well. So basically, your privacy policy page needs to have 300 to 600 words talking about we respect your privacy, everything's going to be confidential, blah, blah, blah. We don't share your information with other businesses, da, 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 da. Just basically just a whole paragraph or two, basically stating that, you know, we don't share their information with outside sources. Um, we don't look at information. We don't do none of that. So your About Us page, and then you'd also want to have in there, every one of these pages needs to have, you need to have your anchor linking over, the mixed anchor text linking to your homepage, and then your homepage needs to be linking to any other sites that you're working on if they're tied together. If this site was for a client in Oklahoma City, we'd actually want the homepage to go to their site. And then once you build all once you have the internal linking, then we work on backlinking. We work on Web 2.0s. We work on social media sites. My agency does all that. Basically, all of this is done for you when you sign up with us on our SEO packages. We do the whole system, and then we do a lot more. We do the citations, the backlinks, the directories. We have our own directors. We have other directors that we work with. We buy backlinks. We get backlinks. We write blogs for stuff and get backlinks that way. We do press releases. We do just about every little different thing to get the different kinds of mixed backlinks with the anchor text and the ratios and everything to stay safe with Google, so we rank your business up. Your About Us would be also about 1,000 words worth of content, just talking about we are a repair shop in Oklahoma City, blah, blah, blah. We've been open for 10 years, yada, 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 and just keep on writing that out. And then anchor that over to your homepage. You could even have some of these linking over, if it makes sense, like your About Us could go to services and your homepage. It would just basically build Linktree, basically all it is. And Google ranks for that stuff. They like to be able to send people through a funnel that makes sense for the client. We don't want to overdo it, though. Like I said, you got to have perfect ratios, which seems to be about one anchor text mixed in with every 300-400 words. We might have to play with those ratios a little bit here and there as different things happen, but that's mainly what we're doing. So you'll have your service pages. You'll also have location page. So we don't have that here, but we would basically add locations serviced. We could do the geo pages, as well. We'll basically have to have, so locations serviced will be kind of a link. We'll talk about all the different locations. This could end up having a bunch of words on it, like probably 4,000 or 5,000 words, and then do headers for each little. So if this is Oklahoma City, for instance, we would basically pull up what we would do. Bear with me while I move this out of my way. So like if we was doing Oklahoma City, we would pull up Oklahoma City on the map. We would go to the map and we would look for our geo locations that are all around. So right off the bat, Edmond, Yukon, and Moore, Midwest City, all the Mustang, Piedmont, Luther, Stewart, Seward, probably stay within, when you're looking at these things, basically all this, we're trying to target the whole city area. We wouldn't want to zoom out and go, for Oklahoma City. I hate the way that this computer is for my recording. Um, we wouldn't want to zoom out like this because these people probably ain't gonna. They might. I mean, depends on the area. Oklahoma City probably has, as far as out here, especially like these little areas, this Shawnee, Norman, because I kind of know Oklahoma City a little bit firsthand. El Reno, Tuttle, Edmond, all of these little areas right here we would target. So we would pull up Edmond, we would write an article, we would do a page on Edmond. So we'd basically add a page, Edmond, Oklahoma, and then we would do our geo articles, probably about 1,000 words from a geo article that we write using 100%. We don't copy this. We don't double do our content. If we're not sure if it's been used before, we'll have to write new content. So you basically go and you write 1,000 words worth of geo-targeted information for Edmond, Oklahoma. You can write even certain paragraphs in here. If you wanted to do 2,000 words in here, you could do some small things inside Edmond, talk about them. You mention them, any zoos in Edmond, any restaurants in Edmond, any hotels in Edmond, any gas stations in Edmond. And then we would also have in here, this is when we would do, also we would have, we'll have links from these to your location serviced, and then these from location service page to your services page and your home page. And then you could do, basically you would do, embeds for the map. Like if you was talking about the zoo, you could put the embed just for Edmond, Oklahoma off the map. So this right here, when we're in here, all we would do is click. The way you do this, you go share or embed map, and then you would embed map, copy HTML, and then you would just go here, insert, embed code, HTML. So every little builder is going to be different, but it's just the principle of the matter. So you would get your Edmond map. And then if you have any clients, you also want to get their map of their GMB, and you embed it in here as well. So that gives geo signals even to their main web page would be also linked in here. So you would have their GMB embed, and you would have their website on here on each one of these geo pages, and then you would link over from the geo pages, each individual page, to location served, and then from location served you would go over and you will link all these as well. So your Edmond, Oklahoma needs to have, you probably need to have probably 2,000 words on here on this page, 600 to 2,000 words depending on how many anchors you have, how many links you have. So you want to link to GMB with the embed. You also want to do a link to a GMB with the brand name anchor. So you would use anchor text one linking to a GMB, the Google Business Profile. When I say GMB, that's what that means. So you'd also link to the location landing page of that client. So you would also link, you're going to have several different links in here. You will link to also, like if we had a page for if we came in here, we had the next page for Jones, Oklahoma. We would link this one to Jones with generic anchor text. And then this will link, probably just want to link this to, you have your embeds in here for the maps. You have link to the GMB with brand name anchor, link to the location serviced with city name anchor varied. So basically that would be like Edmond, Oklahoma, Edmond, OKC, Edmond, OK. Basically when you change each one of your anchors, you would use different words like that in your anchor and also here. And then you'd also have your paragraphs that you write out. Probably in the scenario I'm talking, like, you'd probably have 2,000 words just to be able to get the ratios to where you want them. Probably start with just 2 or 3 anchors on these pages to begin with, because really all you need is the link to the GMB on the anchor, and then you have your link to your GMB with the maps embed for that client. If you don't have a client, then you wouldn't do the link to the GMB with the brand name anchor. You would link to the home page here, which will probably do that as well, because you want these pages to boost the home page. You also want them to boost the client's page. You want them to boost the GMB that they have, and you want it to link through. So basically, you would link it through 10 to 20 times. So you could probably do right here, just right off the bat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, probably 20 pages just around Oklahoma City for main areas. And then you would go in and talk about smaller neighborhoods within those areas on the page. And then you would link that through, like I was saying. You basically just building linking juice for everything that you're doing. And even if you're doing this on a directory, because like we have a directory that we do, the guy that's working on my directory, his name's RG. If you're probably watching this as well, because I have all of my employees are going to get this. Y'all all need to go over this again. I've talked about it quite a bit, but I've never put it in one long video like this. This is basically the meat and potatoes of what I've been trying to do. So even if you're doing a directory and you have a page on the directory that's kind of like the main page for Oklahoma, like if it was Oklahoma City, you would have your main page be Oklahoma City. Then you would build that main page kind of like your home page. And then you would build everything else out with that. You'd have a contact us page, you'd have a services page, and you would just link. It would be a little bit different because it's going to be deep in, like, so you would put like contact us Oklahoma City as a subdomain, services Oklahoma City subdomain. You would basically have different pages in deep down in the page tree that link the same way that this does, but it would just be separate pages within the directory. So just build up the link juice through the different wording that we're doing, through the keywords, through the geographic information. It's just giving Google all the information that they're looking for from different angles. So we have the website for the client that we'll be doing. We have the websites that we'll be making on Google sites that will send link juice. We'll have Web 2.0s. We have our Swan site builder. We have the directory. We have any of the social media sites that we have to do. Those are a little bit different. They're a little bit harder to set this up like this. Web 2.0s, we can set up like this and have subdomains with just like a brand name of the brand name that we're working on. We'd also brand name, keyword, city in the subdomain. So like if we was doing a subdomain using, let's just say, Weebly's free website builder, instead of buying a domain, you can actually do weebly.com/Oklahoma City iPhone repair near me slash brand name something slash. So there's, and then you can have, even within those Web 2.0s, you can build out all these pages like this. So you'd have your Oklahoma City iPhone repair, contact us. We believe / Oklahoma City iPhone repair / services. And then you would link those through those Web 2.0s, then point those Web 2.0s to these pages, then point when they point to these pages and those are pointing to the other websites, then you're flowing the link juice through the system. So you're basically just funneling all that power instead of losing it. So even when we build multiple Web 2.0s, you can link one Web 2.0 to the next one and also link it to the client site and then link it to any of the other sites that we could technically have 50 to 100 to 200 sites all linking together, saying the same type of thing, just a little bit differently, to where Google is going to be like, okay, these, when we do a Weebly.com / something for a Web 2.0, we're using their domain authority and their domain ranking scores and everything. We'll keep a lot of that. We don't even have to pay for the domain. So if we build out, and then we also got to make sure that the words are there. There's 1,000 to 2,000 words per page. It's all unique content. It's all helpful content. This will keep us from being penalized from Google, and we'll all keep our jobs, and everything will. We will not only have clients that we're making happy, we will have new websites with leads coming in because we're ranking these suckers up. Basically, it will give us all this power. We'll have, we'll have name, address, phone number entities for even ones that we're doing for ourselves. Like this Oklahoma City iPhone repair is just basically an entity for ourselves. The phone number, the address, and the website will be on a separate sheet that I will be giving everybody pretty soon. And those will also correlate with, we'll have that sheet and we'll have one with our clients as well. And we'll be able to put our name, address, phone number on all these things that we own or our clients, or we could do both. If we have a client that quits, we can go back and take their stuff off and put ours. Because basically we own all this stuff. Unless they buy the website from us and we're doing this stuff for SEO, if they quit the monthly subscription, then they're losing a bunch of their Web 2.0s and stuff that we built for them. A lot of times they keep that stuff because I don't have time to go back. I hate doing negative SEO. I hardly ever do it. But if we've built out a bunch of entities for somebody and we own them, then it's our right to do as we please. If we see the need to change that, if like for Oklahoma City, for instance, we would basically have 1 or 2 clients maybe that we will keep there, and that's all we need for Oklahoma City. And then if they're paying us and they're staying on as a subscriber, then they get all these entities, all these pages will be theirs. Everything will point to them. When I make the phone numbers, I have them going through basically a call forwarding package. So if somebody's paying me for Oklahoma City, and we have all these sites and we have all these social medias with that same phone number, with that same address, with that same name, then we own those entities and we'll just forward them over to the clients that we have. So basically everything just kind of feeds into one purpose, and that's getting our clients more calls, more leads, and more customers, and making them more money. If this is something that you need help with, if you're watching this video on YouTube and you see a need, if you have a need to have all this done for you and you don't want to do it yourself, this is too complicated for you, just reach out to me and we'll hook you up. You can also check us out on GoogleRankNinja.com or RepairTraffic.com. Appreciate it. Y'all make sure and subscribe, like, and share this video.